Okay, and next to my stamping station I have another expedite system, and on it I have ribbon, and just a couple of more of the toolboxes are behind there. I have some galvanized tins up there that I use to alter. I have ribbon in this one right here, so I have ribbon everywhere. I love ribbon, so you'll see that a lot. I have I put stuff in the back so that you can't see it, and these are filled with buttons, and these are actually photo albums, but I took the inserts out and I put in the pocket pages for trading cards, and these house my the little G Studio stamps, so that comes in handy. And here is how I used to keep my stuff, and I really like these mason jars, so I kind of like this concept, so that's still there. I have a bunch of albums and a bunch of the Xyron systems. Of course, I think some of these were gifted to me, so they haven't been used, so they're up there. I have a lot of these little boxes back here, and I alter these and put scripture cards in them, and they make really nice gifts. So I do a lot of projects with those too. And down here I have a bunch of my literature, a bunch of my books, and it just gives me great ideas. I subscribe to Memory Makers and Scrapbook, etc. So a lot of these books are down here. And then I have a couple of the close to my heart. I have another one called Cherished, I think it is. But those give me great ideas too. I'm going to turn around, and this is another expedite system. And this is how I'm going to set up all the rest of them. But I have a bunch of ribbon in the cubes. These two I laid down, so I'm able to store stuff on the side. As you can see, I have a lot of ribbon in there, and I have it on the back side, so it's not visible when you first walk in the room. But I have a lot of stuff down here, a bunch of my scrapbook frames, and some of the albums are back here. I have loads of albums. You can see through here. I have stuff behind there that is not visible to the eye, but it's back there, it's hiding. And a bunch of the kits, and just a bunch of accessories and stuff. I pretty much know where everything is. Over here on top of the Memory Makers, on top of the expedite shelves, or I call it my workspace, I have my Memory Makers carousel, so it's housed there. And I just have another organizer here, and it has a lot of my, it's a beam right there, and it sitting in the middle, so it's right against that, flush against that. But it has a bunch. This has a bunch of the stuff that I use a lot of the time. It's in here, like my my alcohol inks are in there, and a bunch of my brads and stuff over here. And I just found these brads, and they make really elegant cards. I got those from Michael's, and you get them in the bridal section. And I just have a bunch of stuff that's up here that I use all the time. Here is my a bunch of my flocking stuff, and I haven't figured out how to use that. That's been there forever, so I haven't figured out how to use that stuff yet. I have a bunch of the Memory Makers acrylic paint there. And over here beside the expedite system, I have my chipboard, and I order it in bulk like this. So I haven't had to order chipboard in a while. It's very, very inexpensive. I get it from Dick Blick, and I usually order about 50 sheets at a time. So I haven't had to order that for a while. And over here I have my sewing machine, and then just a bunch of stuff that I've stashed away over here. Like I said, when I replace this side with my expedite shelving, all of this stuff will go on the shelves, but I ran out of space, and I haven't been able to house it any differently. Now I have my heat embossing, my heat embosser over here, and my bind it all is down here. And I have my wires in another cabinet somewhere else, and I haven't even showed you that because it's not even on this side of the room. Bunch of fabrics. And over here I have another station, and it has my big bite, crocodile big bites, and here is my paper gator, the corner rounder. And for the most part, I use the Home Pro Setter. I like their system. It works well, costs a little more, but it really works a lot better than the Crocodile too, so I use that a lot. My Crafter's Companion Scoreboards, this has a great DVD with it. They give you ideas and stuff. The enveloper is in here too, but it gives you great ideas of how to make boxes and how to score patterns and stuff. And this is their new one, and it's an embossing board, and it has different styles of embossing on it, and it comes with a stylus, and it also comes with this majestic booklet, and it gives you ideas on, you know, how to make a lot of their projects with that embossing board. I have my purple cowl over here, and I have the blades. I had actually had to get the blades separately because they weren't out when I first purchased this this board. But this doesn't work all that well for me anyway, so for the most part, I'm using this a lot of the times. And over here, this is the other side of my expedite system that's laying on its side. And I just have a bunch of the canvas boxes in here, and they just house a bunch of the altered stuff that I'm doing, embellishments, loads of ribbon. I love ribbon, and I buy it in bulk from different places, or whenever I see it, I'll pick it up. And I have 12 by 12 folders, albums, the 8 by 8s, the 6 by 6s, little mini albums and stuff. And it's just extra albums and stuff down here. And over here underneath this this table, and it looks very, very, very messy, but I have a bunch of my paper bags, and you know, I use Reynolds wrap a lot for my projects. I have my big bags over here. These are my coffee filters. Just stuff that I use a lot of, especially around this time when I do a lot of projects for people. I have to have the stuff readily available. And down here I use these note cards, and I usually get them from Michael's when they have in their clearance little clearance thing when they have sales and stuff. I use those for my stationery boxes. And over here I have even the smaller note cards and stuff. I use those for the stationery boxes also. These right here are books that I picked up from, I think, the Dollar King, and it's a dollar store. And I alter them. And I actually, this is a shadow box. I've done it and made several different projects with it. I've done a couple of them for weddings, but I've done some for baby showers, and you put little booties and stuff in there. You pretty much take it apart, paper it, or alter it, and put it back together. Makes excellent gifts. And quite a few people have purchased those from me because they just love the personal touch. And that is pretty much my scrapbook room. I really enjoy doing this. I appreciate you watching. Thank you. And I'll see you later. Bye-bye.